The idea of sacred space defines itself on many planes of existence. It represents the human need to have possessions that help ground us in the world. Sacred space is the room we give ourselves to be. We learn at a young age about beliefs people hold to be true. We continue to learn about others' sacred space. At times we get confused about what is your sacred space and what is others' sacred space. Each of us have a sacred point of view. Each of us hold different truths to be self-evident. The presence of a sacred space in your medicine spread indicates a time of clearing out the old beliefs you took from others. It is time to mark your space with your essence, your love, and your human needs. It asks you to know who you have given permission to be in your sacred space. It asks you to tell those who are not welcome to leave. It asks you to stand up to your convictions and respect your sacred space. Enforce the rules you have set up. Release the rules that have allowed others to steal the serenity of your sacred space. It asks you to honor the sacred point of view you have been co-creating with Earth Mother. Nature teaches us how to know ourselves in the purest way. If we listen and watch, we learn every lesson of human living is given by the animals. The change in the wind, the Father Sky, the Mother Earth, and all of our family relations. Each aspect of our world is its own space in which to create. If that space is respected by others, growth continues in harmony. I'm going to copy and paste that in there, and I'd like people to think about it for a little bit, to understand that the very concept of sacred space applies to everyone. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It's just the natural order of understanding that we're energy. We're people that co-create and share. Much of what we're hearing on this show or any other shows, where it brings a deeper state of reflection on what the message is, which is empowering yourself. Empower yourself to heal yourself. Empower yourself to heal others. And then moving from healing is creating knowledge and wisdom and sharing it so each person has something to look forward to that's separate of this 3D world, where we can create and co-create together, and then eventually create and co-create in dream time. Each time taking the new step of energy, the new layer of discernment, the new layer of the neutral observer. So ultimately you can raise your vibration to meet your soul contracts, the highest forms of them. Because the contracts that are below you are the contracts of the fine print in the ego. And you can easily eliminate those all by being the neutral observer and then consciously saying, I end all contracts with fine print that do not promote my forward momentum of energy. When you reach that level that you can do that in a state of silence, you are literally changing your course of the future and returning your free will to you. Literally. We can say no to it at any time. And saying no and removing its power is the greatest weapon that every one of us have.
Like you say, Andrew, most of us truly are feeling very isolated from within. And the more that we can share and be buddies to each other, the better off we're all going to be.
You're right. Be buddies. That's what it's got to start at. Get out and talk to your neighbor. Stop being isolated. You know, so many of us that look onto different subjects find ourselves isolated until we put out the manifestation we want other like-minded people around us. And when Andre became a part of that meditation group, he manifested that for himself because that's what he needed to heal in his life. We need groups like that all over the country, all over the world, people willing to share that honored space of just coming in to have silence, separate of the world. You know, I can go into the Atlantean Lemurian concepts where that was commonplace. Instead of restaurants everywhere, there were groups that would get together and volunteer their time so that they could create a space of that energy. And whatever form of self-expression came out was allowed in that. Or if you wanted just silence, there were the groups that used the vibratory silence chambers. That was commonplace. Street corners were filled like that. And we're going to have to come into an understanding that business and commerce has redefined the way we live. And now we will have to redefine business and commerce in such a way that money is not going to be applied in any of the concept that we have. And so much about letting go now is letting go of the concept of money because that's its anchor into this world. It's the root foundation of everything. It's what makes the world go round. No, we are what makes the world go round. We, the neutral observers, are ultimately the key of making this world go around in a way that helps everyone instead of helping the few.